Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, coming from the western side of Kenya, we bring you Mumias Sugar, and I'm Stacey Njimu.
I am Michelle Mushiri. And I am Masi Mukiri.
So, we have a question for you. Has your sugar become sweeter or bitter over the past 2 years? Going to the history of Mumias Sugar, we were started in 1971, and it was started by a person called Fletcher and Stewart. Then it was the first bag of sugar was released in 1973, and we were listed in the NSC in 2001. We are now producing sugar in different quantities to cater for the different markets that we have, from 2 kg, 5 kg, 1 kg, and a half, and even a quarter. We also have wonderful CSR plans that we use to fund the AFC and also music and drama festivals. And on to our vision, mission, and values. Just for every company to succeed, we need to have pillars that we can be able to rely our hopes on, and these are our pillars. So our vision, we want to be a world-class integrated producers of sugar, related products, and also green energy. We have visions and missions, which is to consistently satisfy the consumer's needs in whatever we do, and our values that keep us together and strong and bound. And just like any other company, we have bags. These are big, hairy, audacious goals. And some of this is to curb rural to urban migration. And that is why our major plant is situated in the western region of Kenya. We also want to provide cash income for our farmers, who are the major source of where we get our sugar from. We also want to create job opportunities to these Kenyans who are in the western region and would like to have wonderful jobs. We also want to reduce overdependence on imported sugar, for example, from Brazil and Uganda.
On to our business and business model. Our main products include sugar, ethanol, electric power, and bottled drinking water, which is known as sprinkles. It is from these products that we earn our revenue. From our sugar sales, there have been depressed sugar levels due to the decrease in global and regional sugar supply, mainly from the COMESA regions, and also inflow of illegal cheap sugar imports from non-COMESA countries. On our ethanol sales, there has been a rise from 331 million to 1,032 million, which is a shocking 212% increase. This could be attributed to the fact that the ethanol plant has stabilized, and we also received young molasses from plants which are still growing. On our water sales, it has recognized a decrease of 26% due to the change of water from a clear to a tinge of blue. This process took long, and acquisition of the packing materials was also slow. On our electricity sales, it has recognized a 24.6% decrease from 305 million to 230 million. This could be attributed to the low availability of cane, which is our main source of bagasse, which we use as the fuel. And we also have we sell our electricity to KPLC, and the water, we can find it in supermarkets, and it's also sold at sport events such as the Rugby Sevens and the Masaku Sevens.
Our company has been experiencing problems, for example, the corrupt leaders that we've had, and it is for this reason that we decided to appoint leaders who we feel have the skills, they have the knowledge of applying their skills and also the experience. And chairing our company is Mr. Dan Ameo. Not forgetting the management team, which we believe also that will propel the company to greater heights.
On to the competitive advantage of our company. Our current share price is at 1.6 shillings, and we would like to counter our competition in the following ways. We have a supply of chain management from the western region to Nairobi and other parts of the country. The company has also ensured quality management. This is by regular vetting of our management, and we also lay off the people who are corrupt and bring down our company. And we would also we will put in strategies in place that can be able to grow our company by changing the management and improving our company by buying plants, and also to be able to continue developing our machinery. And where we see ourselves in the next 5 to 10 years, we would like to have different projects going on, such as the joint venture, the Tana and Athi River authorities. This is to have irrigation for our sugar so as to produce up to 6,000 tons of sugar cane in a day. And we also have acquisition of small sugar mills that will help us to be able to grow our company to greater heights. And also the government involvement. It has helped us by bailing us out with 1 billion. That helped us to be able to rebrand our company, and also the 500 million that we're expecting in the next 2 months. The problems that we are facing shall be seen later.
On to the share performance. The share performance has been low lately, and this we attribute to the agricultural sector, which has faced decelerated growth, and this is because of the irregular rain patterns that have been facing the western side of Kenya. We also have it's been facing decreased export rates, whereby less sugar is being exported because the quantities that are available in the country are only fit for our country use. Also, we see that the share price has been constant for some while, and this is as a result of because they have
the share performance during the months of December, we can see that the share price was level due to renovations that were going through in the company from the 1 billion bailout which we had received from the government. We used this money to renovate our company and rehabilitate it. Thus, the company was closed down for some few weeks while this was going on. And due to now the improved machine efficiency, we can see that there was a slight rise in the share price in the beginning of the year 2016. Onto our financial ratios, we have our profitability ratios, and we can generally see that in most of them, the values are decreasing. For the operating profit margin, the values are decreasing, and this can be attributed to the fact that the company has been recognizing a decreased turnover ever since the year 2012. The net profit margin indicates that the company has the inability to generate more revenue while keeping its assets at a fixed price. The return on assets shows that the company is unable to convert money used to purchase assets into net income profits. For our return on equity, the values have been decreasing, indicating that there's inefficient management in utilizing its equity base, and there's also low returns earned to its investors. The return on capital employed has also been decreasing, indicating inefficient use of the company's capital. This can be due to the fact that our assets are like twice the value of sales we earn in an year. Onto our investor ratios, the earnings per share has been decreasing due to the company's inefficient money to distribute to its shareholders. And also for the book value per share, it indicates the value of the company's assets. And onto our debt ratio, it's the only ratio which can be seen increasing, yet this is not a good sign, as it shows that the company is highly reliable on leverage. Before our recommendation, onto our profitability analysis. Our company has been making many losses, and this can be due to the fact that the company has been operating at a low efficiency due to inefficient capacity utilization. And also, key supermarkets are venturing into in-house branding, thus threatening the shelf space for brands like Mumias in the supermarkets. There's also lack of maintenance of infrastructure, which hinders the transportation of our products into the markets. We also have a high rate of insolvency, as we owe very many companies. For example, KPLC, we owe them about 1.1 billion. There's also debt among various banks, which amounts to like 6.5 billion. And we also own a Dubai-based firm which helped construct our ethanol plant, 415 million. On our investment analysis, the Mumias Sugar Company is currently not a viable investment. This could be due to the progressive losses faced by the company, and due to the poor performance, it's not been offering dividends to its shareholders for the past 3 years, ever since the year 2012. Even though the government gave us a 1 billion bailout, this money is still not enough to clear all of its debts, as the company is in debt of about 6 billion. On to our recommendation. We recommend that you sell Mumias shares if you have them. This is due to the fact that the company has been operating at the same low efficiency levels due to continued inefficient supply and capacity utilization. Also, continued inflow of cheap sugar, illegal cheap sugar. For example, during the recent past, like the past week, there has been a case that there was sugar at the port of Mombasa which was banned, which was illegal. Yes, we can see this, and from this, the government is trying to help us to stabilize our company. There's also been change in consumer attitudes, as there are many files and lawsuits facing the company, such as the ex-official ICT director is suing the company 215 million, claiming that he was sacked inappropriately, like he wasn't told in advance that he needs to leave the company. So he's suing the company 215 million.
And we would like to leave you with a quote: wealthy people invest first, then they spend what they have left, because broke people would spend, then invest what they have left. So choose which path you'd like to be left to. Thank you. Any questions from the judges?
Great. A round of applause, please, to Precious Blood. The Precious Blood way. I see you. To the judges. If not, I'm going to read that quote again. Wealthy people invest fast and spend what's left, and broke people spend fast and invest what's left. Wow, that's deep. Awesome. Thank you. All right, one question.
Good presentation. Just one question. Do you guys think Mumias can be able to compete with cheap sugar coming from Comesa when the tariff will be lifted?
I think that Mumias, yeah, it's a better brand of sugar, but according to all that we've stated and the problems that we're going through, we're not in a position to be able to counter this cheap sugar that's coming in, because most Kenyans would prefer to go for what is cheap and forgetting that Mumias is the pride of Kenya. When you think of sugar, you think of Mumias. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question? All right. Appreciating our ladies, representatives from Mumias, Precious Blood. No, the Precious Blood way. Yeah, there we go.